What is CANSUG? Why was it established, and what are the implications for Australia and for its future? CANSUG is an international non-profit organization which aims to improve relationship between Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and United Kingdom. It aims to improve the free trade, the free movement of people, economic policy agreement, and military and intelligence defense between this country. Why it was established? We have to go back to 2016 when United Kingdom decided to vote for stay or move out from European Union. Through a democratic vote, the population decided to move out, and that was Brexit. It was logically most likely for United Kingdom to move out, and was also a good decision. But at that time, the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, understood the implication that this would have in the future for the United Kingdom economy. At this point, he found that it was a good solution to try to interact for the most close country that they were sharing a little bit of history, language, law, economic. They were sharing the same value, similar point of view. That would have been easy for United Kingdom to try to tie up some relationship for the best future. At this point, we need to say that in these four countries, they are living roughly 2.3 billion of people, and the economy is roughly calculated for 1.4 trillion US dollar. It's easy to understand that this will be a great block for these four countries in order to try to grow and to establish themselves in a better position in the global international financial economy. Now, besides Brexit, that was mainly related to United Kingdom. Why Canada, New Zealand, and Australia, they have to be careful nowadays of what is happening. Internationally, the economy is very volatile, unsecure, and unpredictable. And why? We have two big elephants in the room that play a role. One is America, under Mr. President Trump presidency, who has decided to adopt a nationalist economic policy, start a trade war against the country from which American companies are importing goods and services and mineral and resources, adopting and imposing high tariff to this country or to the company that are importing the goods, and trying to promoting the internal economy, the internal production. It's pretty much similar on what China has done in the last 15 years, which is the second big elephant in the room, because after American decision to start this trade war, China, as repercussion, has decided as well to try to impose high tariff and to limit import from other countries. So Mr. Xi Jinping has decided as well to adopt a nationalist, authoritarian economic policy. This has created a difficult situation for the country that are inside in the CANSUG, and now more than ever has become fundamentally very important for this country to try to find different partners to trade, to try to establish new relationship and to improve their economy and their import and export. What does it mean for Australia? Australia is a country that has a high dependency from America and China. The two major sectors in Australia are agriculture and mining. As we can understand, they are both sector. They are mainly export sector. What does it mean? That big economy, a big country like America and China, they are importing goods from Australia regularly. But if this tariff and this limitation of import are put in place against Australia, Australia will be suffering for a downgrading in the economy and the export of these materials. So more than ever, Australia needs to focus its international economic policy in trying to tie up a good relationship with the other country. They are in the KANZUK, and try to not only export the resources that is full and rich, but try also to import eventually new technology, to establish a new agreement for army and defense in order to don't find themselves fully dependent from the big two economy, and to try to be able to grow, to try to promote also internal growth, to try to preserve their resources, and to try also to improve its own economy, and try to also look outside from the typical big major economy that there are at the moment. Australian future. Well, considering the unsecure, unpredictable and volatile economy, this partnership for Australia is extremely important. It needs to get involved, and it needs to tie up a relationship with Canada, with New Zealand and with the United Kingdom. Australian government has to put an effort to try to find himself as a key role for these other three countries in a way that is securing part of export and part of import, and try to have fair trade with low tariff. Nevertheless, we have to understand that beside the KANZUK, Australia should try to tie up as well and keep a good relationship with America, most likely, as is probably a better partner and close partner, for the similar reason why the KANZUK exists, and history, similar language, similar economy, similar laws, and sharing in value that are pretty much similar in America somehow. And for that reason, it's good also to keep a good relationship with America, and try to be always a good partner for a better economy for the country. And you don't know, maybe one day we also need some defense, and there is always going to be a moment that we need our partner, and it's good to keep them close to us for various reasons.